This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Well, I guess that's a good warning. Hey everybody, it's Elk. And welcome to... Oh, Jesus. Okay. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit dlc.mo warning.html. Okay, boys. We're playing Doki Doki Luncher Club. You're at least 13 years old. Yep, at least. Man, even still, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to expect from this game. I've been dodging spoilers like freaking Neo, dude. I know nothing about this game. I just know that there's something more to it than it tries to be. Nice sound effect. Okay. Yeah, it's happy times. Happy Halloween. Okay. Just a little bit. Just there we go. I do a game. You know, it's Elk, and I don't know what to expect, boys. Let's just jump into it. Let's go. Hey, I see an annoying girl running toward me for the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. I'm gonna put my mic closer. There we go. Used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. If she go into chains me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Okay, however, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! Yeah, she's tired. Okay, I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say it like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Elk. I know exactly how I would be to an individual, I know. This will be me towards that individual. You know who you are if you're watching. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Across the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Elk, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year, did I? Sure, it's possible that I did. I don't know, the many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Okay. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Sounds relatable to anyone playing this. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Yikes. Your habit is really important to me, you know. Oh, that's actually kind of sweet. I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Okay. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Alright. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. And after I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall. Look for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs, because I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sorry, I must have come into the class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed! You don't need to wait up for me if this is going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought you'd know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club? Eh? Okay, clearly she has a crush already. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. What? Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! Okay. Weird. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake! Oh no... I wonder... I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year class and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl 1, welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Wow, she... Tsundere! Tsundere alert! Ah, Elk, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Oh, goodness. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Humph. Oh god, she's so clearly tsundere, it hurts. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says it quietly into my ear and turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Oh, that's cute. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. It is. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's good to see you again, Elk. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Okay. Basically completely out of my league. Okay. Saving her smile. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Elk. I made room for you at the table so you could sit next to me and Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? Okay. Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Siren mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Okay. Natsuki and Yuri walk over the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and a little piece of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Okay, so Yuri grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! So Yuri talks with her mouth full as already managed to get icing on her face. Oh, great. Turning cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glance in my direction. Showing for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like I heard this somewhere before? Made it for you or anything? Oh, jeez. I thought you technically did. Sayuri said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic. Okay, oops. And dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Okay. Keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Even though me myself, I'm not too big into books. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. I mean, I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me. Exactly! Why is this so related to myself right now? I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically trapped in here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Debate club, oops. Debate. Aha. Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget of publicity and how to prepare for events. Okay. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Okay, then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so diligent by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Elk, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Same, bro. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I think that's some foreshadowing, isn't it? Just a feeling. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Oh, Jesus, what is this? Is this some... Okay. I have to compose myself here. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. So Yuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open to your readers, expose your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You know, that's good. That's some good advice right there, actually. You have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other. And strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Elk? Monica swimes wildly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now we're back to the original topic, me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry, may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Humph. Elk. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sarah wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Oh, jeez. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Elk, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I really already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Elk, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. Whew, a lot of reading. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstance, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. So it's... Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I thought it was gonna be a choice. I'm gonna save. Can I save? I cannot save yet. Save. Just save right there. Thank you. Okay, return. Scars, fantasy, waterfall, summer, kitty, melancholy, unstable, pure, dark, childhood. Oh god. I know if I go with fantasy, freaking Yuri will like that. If I go kitty, the Sundara will like that, Natsuki. And I don't know, what does Sayuri like? I don't even know. Let's go with probably childhood, by the way, now that I think about it. What if I go dark? Or scars? Do I go dark? It is Halloween after all. Screw it. Dark. Okay. Lucky, loud, sadness, empty, prayer, rose, nightgown, vitality, depression, tragedy. Jeez. Rose? I don't even know. Nightgown. It's like a dress, right? Depression. Why would you wear depression? I don't know. Lucky, I guess. Oh, she liked that. Disoriented. Nature. Captive. Cheeks. Shiny. Incapable. Giggle. Portrait. Effulgent and strawberry. Okay. Shiny? Okay, it's just words. I mean, essence, sunset, poof, poof. Poof. I cannot get over that. It's just poof.
And it's gone. Poof.
Fun, journey, fireflies, friends, suicide. Daydream. Fear. Oh, Jesus. Let's go with Daydream. It's there's more meanings to that, why I picked that, by the way. Okay, explode, spinning, rain cloud, intellectual, romance, happiness, family, massacre, passion, flower. Let's make it spicy, let's go romance, I guess. Oh, wow, I'm really scoring points with freaking Sayuki. Sayuri? Sayuri was her name. Natsuki is the one in the middle, right. Electricity, analysis, kiss, flee, incongruent, agonizing, unrestrained, charm, puppy, pain, charm. Let's this store is all over the place, man. Agonizing, unrestrained, sunny, destiny, contamination, Jesus, wonderful, promise, unrequited, Doki Doki, which is like, you know, loving, broken, forgive, and cheer. Promise. Okay. Disarray, cute, meager, socks, cry, lollipop, laugh, whisper, jump, twirl. Twirl. Let's go with cute. I'm just selecting random at this point. Fester, brief, covet. Covet. Don't say that other word, covet. Memories, rainbow, anger, lipstick, headphones, disaster, hop. Hop. Like doing a bunny hop? Okay, just hop, whatever. Clouds, sugar, dance, clumsy, imagination, calm, hurt, despise, unending, Valentine. Imagination. Death, bouncy, bunny, holiday, anxiety, playground, sing, peaceful, sticky, sticky? Amazing. Bouncy. Bunny. Death. Amazing? Uncanny, excitement, vivid, games, bliss, judgment, bubbles, papa. Papa? Infallible, vanilla. Let's go with the obvious choice. Oh, Natsuki likes that. Marshmallow, blanket, love, swimsuit, beauty, hair, whirlwind, misery, tears, inferno. Let's go with love. Parfait, shame, landscape, misfortune, variance, fluffy, climax. Climax, like I mean multiple things. Flying, question, uncontrollable. Climax, why not? Color, grief, hope, starscape, heaven sent. Heaven sent. Music, defeat, sensation, precious, dream. Dream. Graveyard, heart, together, hopeless, fireworks, silly, pout, chocolate time, lazy. I know what pout is gonna do. I knew it. Comfort, secretive, mouse, inside, anime, extraordinary, horror, bed, skipping, and disown. Infinite, pink, pleasure. Sparkle, afterimage, feather, milk. Why is milk a freaking... Why can't you select that? I mean, we also had hop and other questionable stuff, so hey, why I'm questioning this one at this point is just, I don't know. Philosophy and treasure and joy. Infinite. Play, vibrant, email, marriage, special, boop. Boop!
Beep boo boo bop boo boo beep.
No, man, you're thinking of beep boo boo bop boo boo bop.
Not beep boo boo beep.
Existence, dazzle, warm, raindrops. Boop. I don't know. Jumpy Adventure, Lost Party, Embrace, Extreme, Nibble? That's like nibbling on a piece of food. Kawaii, Sweet, and Peace. No. No, I'm not picking that one. Screw you guys. Let's go with cute, I guess. Watch it all be freaking equal now, because I think that's what I did. Hi again, Elk. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Elk. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Okay, Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Elk always gives his best as long as he's having fun. That's facts! That is facts right there, thank you. I feel better knowing that. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. Okay. And you almost set your house on fire once? Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You now can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into. Oh, Yuri, even if you brought some today, you know. Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess it means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I don't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out. Is that what it said? Wait, I didn't want you to feel left out. Yeah, okay. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. As we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. Oh my god! How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Yeah, exactly. She picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. And just enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it on your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect the Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. Can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Okay. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and I'm listening in on Yuri's conversation with Monica. Probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? but just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if you come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. It's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. Wait, didn't you... nobody will come in the first... It's a literature event, so it's one of the... Okay, for some reason that line just kind of like screwed me up. I almost thought that was a repeat. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? But what kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Haha, good thinking. Natsuki will love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Found myself smiling. In the end, Sayori's still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ah! Open my eyes by Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This is the napping club. Does school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now you're in the club. You're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. Glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gone up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glanced around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. That's more than just your hair. Look, your bow is straight either. And then there's toothpaste stain, your collar right here. Trying to wipe off the stain with my finger. But no one would ever notice that. Of course they would. No one's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. To be honest, I would do the same. If I see something, I would just say like, hey, you got a little piece of shit right there. Just take care of it. Wipe your nose or something like that. I don't know. And don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I'll start to button her blazer from the top, from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? Show to fully close the button near her chest. Oh, I can see why it would be hard. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner than it doesn't fit you anymore. Then. I said then. That. It doesn't fit you anymore. Jesus. I haven't read this much out loud in a while. Last time being, you know what? Wonderful Every Day. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, they look much better now, so... Ah. Why does it feel strange to see Sawyer's blazer button up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ew. It's not worth it at all. Sawyer hastily unbuttons her blazer again. Or once more. Phew. That's so much better. Puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. I can kind of relate to my Doki Doki self here. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are just taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was just joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell when you... with you sometimes. Yeah, it really is with another friend of mine. Relatable. Anyways. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls up. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay. Elk, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I feel the sound of enthusiasm when Sawyer still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sawyer and Monica to say pull out their poems. Sawyer is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Jesus. Okay. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Ah, Jesus. Here we freaking go. I think my scores is about the same with everyone, even though Monica's wasn't there. I'm gonna save there. Return. Let's get the Sundar out of the way first. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair I share mine with her first. Exactly. I didn't even think about that, but yes. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I won't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all so sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be real disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I saw to humor with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Hey, that's what's up. We should show my poem to next. I mean, I guess Yuri, we were talking about that with her too. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passed more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Or yeah, why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it. Oh, so it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? Ugh, I'm so sorry. Yuri burns her face in her hands. Couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gone anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize as new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I just hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Wow. Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Don't mind if you read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining sheet light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. I mean, it wasn't that terrible. It's definitely like a style, I guess. Well, I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, I just don't read read script very often. I just think your handwriting's pretty. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like a style. That's a relief. Also, I liked your poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Elk. Really? I must have totally missed that point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. Haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy to think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right, because I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay. Since I know that I think I probably scored the most with Sayuri, since you couldn't really score on Monica, I'm letting Monica view it first. Hi, Elk. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, before I continue, I need to drink. Oh, okay. Wow. And also, I noticed I have this music pretty loud still. Want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Haha. Don't worry, Elk. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayuri would like. I knew it! Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? Wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It's like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can't tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Oh, that was awkward, okay. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. I sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. But that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Sounds very... Okay. Hole in wall, it couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. Appear in sight for a clue. No, I can't see. I feel blind like a film left out in the I feel blind like... Blah, blah. That's not an F, is it? That's an R. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Okay. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style is gonna pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Ah, well, I'm not sure I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, just get a big dark pool of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I like how I didn't even say anything after that. It's like she was literally like talking to us. Talking to me and you guys. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Elk. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Oh. Sorry. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yui's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an elk poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sarah hugs the sheet against her chest. Okay. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Elk. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only real good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this meant to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you onto that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. It's like a summer feel. Okay, I see what they're doing. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Good. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't ask just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast! Even though you're late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Honestly, me too. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monika's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I've been going for an hour, wow. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if just as being nice as the way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. Again. My S-line on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems as they read in tandem. I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? I accidentally pressed the right click. Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant language, I guess. Just trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Humph. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sorry, liked it. And Elk did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestion of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Elk liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? Oh, what is this music? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Elk appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everyone I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Elk started showing up. Wait. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't devolve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Elk. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more efficient or effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force him to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Elk. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Even though English is like one of the most limited languages. I'll be honest. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. And yes, I do know that this was probably started as a Japanese project. You understand that, right, Elk? Well? Oh, jeez. How did I get dragged into this first place? Not like I know anything about writing. But whenever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori! Oh god, I hate these kind of choices. I kind of agree on both ends. Oh shit. Even though I do like simplicity sometimes, I'll be honest. Like it doesn't have to be all convoluted, I guess. I'm so sorry, or you're cute, but I'm inching more towards the simplicity thing. Fine. Yuri? You're really talented. Well. But Natsuki has a point. I think that... I write my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah! It did, didn't it? Ha! Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing. And sharing it can definitely be hard. Looks like we learned that today. Even a small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori's nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Ah. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. Okay, this is really freaking... I got interrupted with cake. So I got cheese. I don't even know what this is. This cake looks nice though. Wait. That's good. Sweet. Just like Natsuki. I mean, what? I mean, she was the one to make the cupcakes, right? Anyways, Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. Yikes. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean anything she said. Everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey. It's not need to apologize for me, Elk. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. But everyone stops staring at me. Unsurprisingly, Natsuki had a harder time with it than she boasted. Sorry, and Monica look away. Humph. Anyways, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Elk. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. Okay. No, not at all. Not at all. There's still time before we go home. So we all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things at the club room. So maybe you could take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. How about what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is food. Oh, it's having fun, okay. Ah, of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. That's what's up. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, let's say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Now, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Wait, we're gonna do another one? I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. And up to myself with newfound determination. Elk, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. That's what's up. Wait, let me... Sayori. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. The problem is they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. Just want your opinion, that's all. See what it make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Elk, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. So more poem writing. This freaking music is so... It's a masterpiece. So... From what I gathered... Natsuki is really... sweetness and stuff, and Sayori is just all over the place, whilst Yuri really just likes convoluted stuff, I guess. So if I pick Sparkle, that would be Natsuki, right? No, that's... Okay. So if I pick Whistle... No, if I pick Sweet, it's... Huh? Was she like the sweet girl or whatever? Okay, this is getting confusing. Okay, I mean... Sure. Jumpy. Daydream. Wait, what did Daydream do again? I think that was her. Yeah. Treasure. I keep scoring points with this girl. I'm not even trying. Extraordinary. Bliss. Sing. Anime. Anime was something Natsuki liked, I guess. Let's go with party? Oh, let's go with Papa. Papa. I could still hear the screams, Papa. Okay. Climax. Oh yeah, that's what she likes. Okay. Clearly Natsuki. Why am I going for Natsuki so much? I don't know. Marshmallow. Family, misfortune, beauty. Strawberry. Is that Natsuki? It is. Games. Natsuki likes games. Skirt, music, socks. Grief, analysis. Sugar. Music? Okay. Charm, whisper, waterfall, nibble, electricity. Pout. We know that pout is Natsuki. Unstable, heaven sent. That's so Yuri, I think. Vacation? Okay. Portrait, meager, color, pain, question. Time. Bed. Bed is 100% Sayuri. Giggle. Loud. Loud is... I knew it. Lollipop. Sticky. Marriage. Marriage? Oh, Jesus. She likes marriage? I don't know that. Memories? Oh my god, what the heck? Doki Doki. Heartbeat. Flea. Precious. Kawaii. Bubbles. Secretive. Puppy. Natsuki loves animals. Look. I am so curious who actually likes Lust. Oh. I am not surprised. Pink? Natsuki, okay. A mouse. Natsuki really likes animals. Hmm. Good to know. This is research. Another day passed and it's time for the club meeting already. Got a little more comfortable over the past couple days. Entering club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Elk. Yo, Sayori. Yo, Sayori. I come in here almost dropping my cake. Like I legit did. I was dropping freaking cake. Let's you're in a good mood today. Man, this cake really brings me in the Doki Doki mood. It's just too perfect, man. Shout out to my stepdad. Alright, we still have some... I can still go a little more. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. It's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason. No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She struggles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Haha. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Aha. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri. Tell Elk to let me borrow some money. Hey, that's kind of screwed. You don't do that. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough for retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Wow, the retribution thing? Yeah. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's fun inside of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little dev inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to a club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me some credit. Give me more credit than that, Sayori. Plap. Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Wow. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution? Retribution. Wait, what did she even say? Wait. Because I paid my restitution. Actually, that one almost worked. Haha. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. I'm so worth seeing your reaction though. Haha. Natsuki. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the oh my god. This woman. Jeez, just eat it. So good. Oomph. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Haha. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours was really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. So I'm really happy that you share one with me. So he gets out of her seat and goes beyond Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie's still in the hand. Natsuki reached up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayuri? Let's get glanced around. Monica's in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. We don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study fall. What? Well, my last period today was study hall. Okay. To be honest, Jesus, what am I messing up so much? To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Okay, so that's what she said. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you play music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of just started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Why did you look at me for? Yay. That sounds cool. Also, like, I'll also look forward to it. Is that so? So nanoka. In that case, I won't let you down, Elk. Monica smiles sweetly. Okay. She does that a lot. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. Just leaves out Sayuri's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Here's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Why does she always disappear into the closet? Just got the mangas there, I guess. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You're looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stump back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written over your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull out one of the out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatched it out of my hand. She then turns up to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the wrist. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait girls? It's a series I never heard of in my life. That problem is it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Elk. Isn't this a lesson straight for the literature club? Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. Shut the books right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Magical girls? I'll just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the window sills. Okay. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I'll take my seat. Chairs won't work. I can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Oh, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Huh? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter when they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Could save. That's nice. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, let's pause for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. You're enjoying baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time and got this manga. Like, would ever get into anything because it's in a manga? I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Haha. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Facts. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Hey, as a cook, I appreciate her for trying. Baking is... Oh, hello. Baking is harder than normal cooking, I'd say. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you just watched me read. Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something like Wish. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. Man, I'm gonna wrap this up soon. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Humph. I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. Can't even bring it up without them being all like, "Hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet?" Makes me want to punch them in the face. Oh wait. That's what she said. Oops. Makes me want to punch them in the face. Look, I know this kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I could... Okay, I'm a loser apparently. I gravitated toward the other losers over time. It's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. Let's just save here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of the problems. Maybe. But at least you join yourself, right? So? Aha. Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. Ahaha. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minoru is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone, but if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that, and being able to provide that to Natsuki for moments a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your time be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. Close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I said it mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got part way through the volume so far. I'd fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Yeah, that was pretty cute. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I turn to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. Okay. So we got some stuff out the way. If you guys would like to see this continue, let me know in the comments. Because I'm definitely up to continue this because we didn't really get to anything unusual. Unless I just simply picked the wrong Halloween game to play, but hey, who am I? So, yeah, be sure to let me know, because it's fun so far. It's pretty interesting. It makes me laugh, you know. So, we'll definitely continue this if you guys like to see more of this. And you know what to do, so leave a comment, leave a like if you like this, and if you're not subscribed yet, how about subscribing, eh? If you want to see more of this, hit that button, you know what to do, man. And I do some more stuff as well, so be sure to check the channel. Join my Discord for some cool events. We host a Christmas event soon, and everyone gets to win a free game, for example. So hey, we're doing that again this year. Because we're pretty cool people. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys. Bye.